This scene is set with Isabel returning home from the night before her birthday party that Bianca had thrown for her, and she stayed with Bianca that the whole day. She checks the mail and then goes to her condo, not bothering to go through the mail until she gets in. It's about 8 o'clock at night. And she goes through the mail, not really expecting much in it. Some junk, a bill, and then an envelope with a with what looks to be a card. It's that shape, square. And from Emma and Jacob Murphy, her parents. Isabel draws in a breath. She hasn't been answering the phone to them for a while now. She listens to their voicemails, but she never calls them back. She's been trying to hold off the inevitable that she's going to have to cut ties with them. She opens the card. It's a birthday card. One thing she always liked is that her parents never mixed Christmas and birthday. They always celebrated them separately. She knew a few kids when she was a kid that had birthdays around Christmas and their parents would combine them. She always appreciated that her parents didn't do that. Today being her birthday, and this is the first time she's checked the mail in a few days, she's not exactly sure when the card came. But she opens it and reads the generic happy birthday message in the card. But there's a couple things inside of it. One is a check for $100, which is she expected. They tend to send her money every year. But the other thing is a letter that is folded up. She hesitates for a moment, not reading it right away. She slowly opens it up. And upon reading the first couple of lines, she knows that her mother is the one that wrote it. And she can hear her mother's Irish accent as she reads through the letter. And it says, "Dearest Isabel, happy birthday to my firstborn. I miss you more than words can say, and I do wish we would hear from you more often. Your father and I are doing well. He had a health scare a few months ago, but it turned out to be nothing. We tried to call you, but didn't get an answer. I suppose you are busy with your job. Your dad finally retired from the army, and we recently moved to Florida. I would love for you to come and see us for Christmas. We'd be more than happy to fly you out here. Just say the word. We see Aaron and Jacob all the time, and they are both moving to Florida to be closer to us. Aaron has 2 babes now. I believe you came to see her first after he was born. She had her second one about 3 years ago, a baby girl. Again, we tried calling you and never got an answer. Jacob just got married, and his new wife, Alyssa, has a 5-year-old son, and he adores Jacob. They ask about you all the time, so I assume you keep in touch with them about as well as you do us. They want to know if you'll ever get married and have children. We wonder the same things, but try to keep that to ourselves. We're certain kids aren't going to happen given your age. Please keep in better touch with us, Isabel. We love you very much. I know we haven't always seen eye to eye on things, but you're still our child, even at 40 years old. Give Bianca our regards as well, as I know she lives in the same city as you, and I'd be a fool to think you don't still see her. I still don't agree, but I want you to be happy. Please call us. Love, Ma and Da. She folds up the letter. She kind of shakes her head. Wasn't quite as bad as she expected, but she figured she would get a good scolding for not contacting them. Hearing about her brother and sister does make her long to see them, to see their kids and how they're doing, but she hasn't aged. The last time she saw them was right before she was embraced. She hasn't changed a day. There are some good genes that run in her family, but she doesn't have any wrinkles. Nothing like you would expect from a 40-year-old. A few tears come down her face as she does miss her family. And she knows that someday soon she's going to have to disappear from the mortal world and from the lives of her parents, her brother and sister. And with that, this scene will come to an end.